morning, people. My lips. Oh. See, I get my channel up. Alright. So this is the Mandela Effect Sunday show. Let's see. Oh, we're getting feedback. That's from my mic on my computer. Okay, I probably should have cut that off. Hey, Chris, I see you're here once again. You're always first on the scene, brother. It's good to see you. How you doing today? Well, I was just watching Rain on the Plains video, and she was talking about these pyramids in Antarctica. I ain't never heard of that. I mean, it could just be something I've never heard of, but to me, it's another ME. Seems like I would have heard about it somewhere. I don't know. You know, maybe. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and kill that light because it's killing me. Hopefully, I ain't stepping on anybody today. I just wanted to step in here and touch on, touch on this effect that's consuming my life every day, all day. When I'm around other people that don't understand or can't see it, or just don't want to, man, it drives me nuts. Totally freaking crazy. I mean, like, what's wrong with them? They think something's wrong with me. Oh, man. Okay, since it's just me and Chris, I'm sorry, I do smoke and I'm going to. Bad habit. Don't ever start. And I didn't really want to promote that at all, but I'm doing it, so whatever. I am deep down the rabbit hole. Oh man, I feel like I fell down a rabbit hole and I ain't never stopped. I just keep discovering more and more every day. Everywhere I go, I'm looking and watching and trying to, notice MEs. And before, I knew there was things off, and I knew there was, music that had changed, like the words a little bit. And I was like, well, I really don't remember it that way. But it's, it must just be me, even though I've sang them songs 100 times, done some of them even in bands, but the words are a little different now. So, I never really knew what the problem was or what was going on until about 4 months ago. And since then, it's really opened up a whole new world for me. I mean, so Mountain Dew, caffeine, and nicotine. It's does the body good. Figure there ain't really much that can hurt at this point, because I ain't, and I want to talk about something else. Last night, I had a dream, or no, I mean, it wasn't a dream. It was before I went to bed. I was laying there, and, I had something I was going to bring up really, really important today. I was getting ready to get up and write it down, but, it was simple, but it was something I'd never heard anybody else say, and it just made sense to me. And, no more than I thought the thought that I should probably get up and write this down, poof, it was gone. And I can't remember it at all. I mean, it was like that last night, and I'm like, what? That ain't never happened, where I'm sitting here literally thinking a thought, and it just goes poof, gone. So I don't know. It was really weird. I just wanted to touch on that. I reckon. Right on, brother. Hey, I don't have nothing against alcohol. I'm not, like I've said before, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not perfect by no means, and I don't pretend to be. Uh, I'm just here to, give people a chance to talk about what I feel is probably the most important finding in our lifetime that's been totally ignored by mainstream media. Unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. I mean, it's like a media blackout on it. I think I've seen one Fox News, but it wasn't like the big broadcast in Fox News. It was a local Fox News that even mentioned it. So, they have to be suppressing it, because I don't think there's thousands of us. I think there's probably millions of us, but not all of us, even know anything about it. Because they're so caught up in this thing that we call life, especially in America. You have to work constantly, have a family. These are all things that are sort of expected of you. Get you a mortgage, get you a car. Get. That's what it's all about. But so I just think a lot of them haven't woke up to it. It's not that they can't be woke up, and it's not that they don't know. It's that it hadn't even been brought to their attention. So, that's my thoughts on it. I really think the number's in the millions, not in the thousands, of people that know. I mean, even though they don't know, they know. If they were woke up, I believe that it would be in the millions, quite literally. Crazy wind here. Hey, it snowed here last night. I'm in Tennessee. It's been a wild week, and then like 2 days before that, we had 65-mile-an-hour winds with thunderstorms, which is some more Bible prophecy being fulfilled. So it's pretty wild. You're in Poland. Hey, that's awesome. Cool. Appreciate you showing up, Van Rose. I love people coming from other countries. I'm going to start trying to have other people on the show, because it's fun to hear myself talk, but it ain't that fun, if you know what I mean. So I'd love to hear other people's, opinions, and, be able to shoot it out with them a little bit, and, give them my take on it and get their take on it. So, that's my idea for the future. I think I'm going to work on a new video today of Mandela effect examples, or I may do actually, Van Rose, since you brought up you're having crazy wind there. I've been thinking about doing a weather video about how the weather's so crazy all around the whole world, and you can't tell the seasons apart. And I've been seriously thinking about it. I've been collecting images and stuff like that, and I have some thoughts on that. So I might put a video together about that. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I ain't doing nothing today. I might even stream this evening too. Maybe we can try to get a few more people on. I was going to be on Rain's show, but man, I've been sick. I didn't even get up till like 9:15 or something. So, it happens. But I'm feeling a little better today. I'd like to thank anybody that prayed for me. You know what I mean? To me, prayer's a good thing, and I really do appreciate the prayers. I pray for all of y'all. Even the ones that don't want to be prayed for, I still do. Okay. So, sorry. Has anybody got any questions, or we've got a couple people here that can pretty much do what they want to, and we can lead this conversation just like normal. There ain't a whole lot of people on here yet, but we're working on it. Hey there, Rain just gave me a heart. Maybe she'll get a notification. I don't know. I've not been getting notifications from people or getting any say I've subscribed to somebody. Maybe I'll go back and I'll run across their page again, and I'm not subscribed. And I'm going, that don't make any sense to me, because I clicked the subscribe button, it showed I was subscribed, and now I'm not. It goes back to, I really think they're trying to suppress us. I mean, they're trying to keep us quiet, but it's not really working. You know, they screwed up when they gave us a social media platform to be able to speak our minds and, you know, talk about this effect that's bothering everybody. Or, you know, some people think it's all rainbows and sunshine. I'm here to tell you it ain't. When you start stealing my memories away, I get a little upset about it. Just me. But, yeah. Is there, either Chris or Van Rose, either one of y'all have any questions or anything that you'd like to talk about, you know, to do with the effect, or any questions you might want to ask me? Yeah, I really do believe God woke us up and, you know, gave us eyes, eyes to see and ears to hear. But, you know, some people just can't accept it. It's too much to take, really. So it was hard on me. I mean, really, I had stuff to do the next day when I found out about it, and I was up all night. You know, stayed up till like 4:30 in the morning, laid down, never ever really went to sleep. Thought about it, and then had to get up at 6. You know, or like 6:30, and oh my God! Finally, I know what I've been missing. You know, finally, that was part of the feeling, and the other feeling was, oh goodness, I may have a heart attack, or what's going on, because as the kids would say nowadays, I was definitely shook. Definitely. Don't like to promote nicotine, so try not to do it on camera. I see that Rain gave my thing a heart. I don't think that she knows that I'm online right now. I'd like to have her on talking, at least. That would be cool. I don't really. I went to Google Hangouts and I sent her a text, but I don't know how that crap works. So I'm gonna send her a text on her page, because I just watched her show, and tell her that I'm live now, if she'd like to say hello or whatever. How's everybody been doing today? Y'all doing all right? My life is not the same. No, my life's totally different. You know, since the effect. It's I'm really, really way more religious than I've always been religious, but it really struck home for me to a spiritual standpoint, a Bible prophecy being fulfilled. So, you know, it really scared me, to be honest about it. And now I'm just pissed off, so I'm tired of them taking my memories. Tired of it. Anybody else fed up with it? Because I am. I don't know about y'all, but I am. I like to keep the memories I have. But yeah, I mean, like, it was so crazy last night. I was laying there thinking about it, just like I normally do, and I had this really, really great idea, and it just was gone. I mean, literally gone. It's something I don't quite understand, but it was wild. Vanna Rose says it might be parallel realities. Yeah, it may be, but you know, I don't really jive with that, because it don't make sense why we would be here and other people wouldn't be, and I think when you die, you're dead. And that's just me though. Just like I've said before, you know what people say about opinions. Everybody's got one. They say it about other things too, but everybody's got one, and that's just my opinion. So, good, but hey, brother, Chris, I will continue to pray for you. If you ever need anybody to talk to, you can email me. Well, maybe we can, chat back and forth. Uh, all I can do is pray for y'all. It's hard. It is hard. Some days are really hard, but other days, they're not that bad. So all I can say is just keep on hanging in, brother. I believe it's going to get worse, but try to hang in there, okay? Oh, Sarah in the house with the clapping hands. How you doing, Sarah? But yeah, I just wanted to step in a little bit on Sunday because a lot of people, I didn't see anybody on, so I don't really believe I'm stepping on anybody. But like I was saying before, I'm not getting any notifications. Somehow I'm being unsubscribed to channels I'm subscribed to. So who knows? I mean, who knows who's on, when, where? I just think it's YouTube trying to suppress us because they figured out that we're on to them. We're on to you. It's nice to see you. Well, it's nice to see y'all, even though I have just pictures and questions. You have anything, Sarah, that you would like to talk about? I'll probably get a copyright. I'm gonna play some music in the background, but I really don't care because I'm not trying to make money on this. I'm trying to talk to people. That's my main goal here. So I just really don't care. Don't care anymore. It seems like nothing has much meaning because they can steal it away from me tomorrow. So, anyways, I hope everybody had a great Sunday. And I was wanting to touch on again, how people that you wake up, or you think they're awake, and then the next time you talk to them, you would think that would be the first thing that comes out of their mouth to you, but it's not. To them, it's not that important, or they were appeasing you by telling you what you wanted to hear. I don't know. But I've noticed that's another big thing. If you do wake somebody up, they just don't stay awake. A lot of them, and I don't see how you could ever go back to sleep after you've been woke up. I don't know how. I mean, really, I really don't. But it's just wild. So, yeah, listen to a little Highly Suspect today. Of course, I'm a big Zach Wild fan, and Seether, and I grew up on Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. Some of my videos I have, I think I have Black Label Society in one of them. Another video, Linkin Park, and I can't remember what the other one is. Oh yeah, Mudvayne. So I like my music. I hope everybody else can handle it. Some people don't. I try to pick the more kind of mellow songs, but some people can't handle even the mellow rock and roll. Anybody have any questions? I'm kind of blank-minded today. Where I had that car wreck in 2011. I have bad days, and some days it's like I can't really think good. And today's one of them. So, I'm kind of rambling here. So if anybody has any questions, kind of give me an idea of where you want to, or what y'all want to know, what you want to talk about. As long as you can hear me, Hell, I don't know. The music might be too loud. Def Leppard and Van Halen. Hey, my friend loves Van Halen and Dream Theater and all them guys. He just loves them. And I grew up on Pour Some Sugar on Me. So, you know, Def Leppard's cool. I'm actually thinking of maybe later today. I don't know if any of y'all have seen my video with my friend has finally woke up. I'm thinking about having Dave on the show today. Maybe do a little interview with him, another one, a live stream. So that'll probably be in a few hours. I'm going to talk to him and see if he's willing to go on live. And if he is willing to go on live, then we're both going to go on live together and talk about the effects together. And maybe we can get more people on here. I'm really working hard to try to build my channel. Right now, I'm at an awful number, 66. Man, come on. Come on. Somebody subscribe, please. Or unsubscribe. I don't care. Just get me off that number. But really, okay. Let's see. Let's find something a little better. You know, because that's really hurting my ears, sort of. That's what we got going on here. Yeah, Chris, have you seen the video with Dave in it? Where we're driving down the road? If not, check it out. It's actually pretty cool. We're talking about the Challenger and just, you know, the effects that's woke him up. And there's a couple that he totally don't agree upon, which is, you know, fine. We are relying on memories here. You know, so some are going to be a little bit different. And it don't mean that, you know, that anybody's wrong, because the majority, probably about 75% of people, you know, 75% can agree on, you know, a certain effect and, you know, what they remember it to be. It's not like they're spread all over the universe, you know what I mean? So, I think it'll be an interesting conversation with him on here, so we're going to try to get him on here. No, sir. Sarah said she'll be here. Cool. Yeah, I like anybody to come if they can. Probably Thursday or Friday I'm going to buy a cam. I have one right now, but it just doesn't work. It's old. I never ever thought I'd need it, man. I mean, really. But I'm going to get a camera, a new one, and then I can do a lot more better work and be able to talk over top of my videos instead of playing music and having to use subtitles. Because my mic and my camera, the camera don't even work, but the mic, I mean, the static's really bad, and I ain't going to watch something like that, so I don't expect anybody else to. So anyways. Alright, does anybody have any questions or anything they want to talk about? I know I keep saying that, and I ain't really getting many questions or anything. How's everybody else been feeling? It seems like there's a lot of people that are, you know, it wasn't quite sick. It was like, I don't know, man, really tired, and, you know, I had a little bit of a hint of a cold or something, but it was awful, man. It's still here. It's not totally gone, but it was a couple days. I felt like hell, and I didn't even want to go to work or nothing. I didn't want to do anything, but, you know, I still did. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Hey, Scott, how you doing, brother? Nice to have you on. Just talking a little bit about, you know, the effect and how strange that people that you actually think are awake end up being they're actually not awake. I don't know. Just like I was saying before, I don't know if they're appeasing you or you know, or if they fall back asleep, or it's just weird to me. I really don't know. Oh yeah, man, me too. The last like 3 days has been awful. I mean, plumb awful. I felt like shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. And it's like kind of like a cold, but not quite a cold. So that's the weird part. I really don't know why that's going on, but I hate it for anybody. I'll say a prayer. I don't know how religious anybody else is, and I try not to get on here and push that, but I do want to say that I will pray for y'all, and that's me. It's the way I am. But I'm from Tennessee, and we're good old country boys that like to go to church on Sunday normally. More yeah, mine's been running too. You'd think I was snorting something good or something. The way I'm snorting up all the time. Yeah, it's awful, man. Plumb awful. JW, we've got a new one here. I don't know who that is. Hey, how you doing, brother? Peace. Coming live from Tennessee here. This is Brandon Halls here. So, how many of y'all are just worn out from trying to wake people up? I mean, it's a hard job. I mean, really. And I do it daily. I mean, I've drove people away from me. They won't even talk to me anymore. And, like I said before, people say, well, maybe you shouldn't be waking people up. Maybe it ain't their time. It wasn't my time when I woke up. I'll tell you right now, I damn near had a heart attack. So, I'm going to keep on keeping on and keep on trying to wake people up. If they have a heart attack, put a stent in, and hey, y'all are better for it because you know probably the most important thing that you've ever known in your life. So, sorry. Yeah, I hear you, Scott. Cool. But, yeah, guys, I'm just going to keep on. I'm going to keep on, buzzing around till maybe I sting one of them and they wake up. I'm just going to keep it up. I can't help it. I can't stop. It's been 4 months of this. I just can't quit. The first thing that my really good friends that know me, they're like, well, at work today, did you bring up the effect? I'm like, not today, because last time they looked at me like I'm, totally crazy. They just kind of stared at me. So, I didn't try that one again, but I'm definitely going to. I ain't definitely scared to try. Right, yeah, oh yeah, we definitely have to be there for them, Scott. That's why I'm on here. I never wanted to be, on any type of live stream. I'm kind of a private person. I've been a musician most of my life, and whenever I would play in a band or sing, I would get behind the stack and sing. I didn't want anybody to even see me then. I'm just not a public type of person, but I feel like that this is, so important that we all have to band together, and, we have to keep talking about it. And I think what y'all are doing with the 24/7 live stream is great. I'm 100% on board with that. I love the idea. It's a great idea. And I'm glad to, see people trying to band together. Because we all have to. You never know what could happen in the future. There may come a point to where if we're not banded together, we'll be tore apart. And, I really think that this is the most important thing that has ever been brought up in anybody's lifetime. Because, the implications are just unreal. They really are unreal. I know everybody is so weird. I like to say they're like dark souls or distracted souls, or I don't know. I'll give you 2 examples. Two people that just are unwakeable, it seems. And this is what they do every time that I even bring it up. My one cousin, I bring it up to him, and I'm, talking to him. He's just going, mm-hmm. But the whole time, he's like petting my dog like wildly, like, oh God, I love this dog. He don't love that dog. He's always trying to get that dog off of him, but he loved that dog all of a sudden. And so I figured out he was ignoring me, so I shut up. And then my other cousin, every time I bring it up, he's immediately on his phone. I'm like, what the hell is going on with these people? I mean, really? Anyways, let me check the chat. Yeah, I mean, it is totally, Scott. I mean, the implications are unreal, and you have to look at it. If there is somebody literally doing this, they're not doing it for fun. Why are they doing it, and what's their end game? What do they have to gain from it? So, that's all the things that we're, that I'm looking at every day, trying to figure it out. I've went this far into the rabbit hole. I wanna go all the way through the rabbit hole and figure it out, man. It's just hard to know half the story and not know the whole thing. Oh yeah, I know. It's really perplexing people the way they act about it. I have an aunt; she knows her Bible really well, so I thought I could wake her up with Bible verses. And the one I brought to her is the Lion and the Lamb, of course. When she didn't even like respond to that one, so I went to Luke, where Jesus, orders somebody to be slayed, and the mortal sin I thought would definitely wake her up, but she started trying to rationalize that about something about Moses and a war, and in wartime it's okay to commit sin and murder, and I'm like, oh, okay, it kind of left me dumbfounded, so I left that one alone too. Out of everything involving me, the way people are. Okay. Alright. Everybody's in here. I mean, there ain't a lot of us, only a few. Where's everybody from? We know Van Rose is from Poland, which is great. That's really cool. And we know Scott's from the UK. Yeah, they just feel it's your duty to try to teach others. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Ohio, Van Rose, UK in the house. Okay. I don't really have enough people to even be sporting a wrench or anything like that. I don't even know how to do that yet. But like I said, I'm learning. I'm editing videos now, putting them together. I'm trying to do my best. I'm gonna give a little shout out to everybody I see in the house. We got JW in the house. We have Van Rose in the house. We have JW Scott. And JW got two, and I don't know who Scott is, but okay. Just kidding, Scott. We have Scott Harrison in the house. All right. Okay. So, anybody have any questions for me or anything they would like me to talk about? Because I just done this on the spur of the moment. I didn't really think it out. I just like to talk about it, man. It's really all I want to talk about. All I even think about. I'll go to sleep thinking about it. I'll wake up thinking about it. It's unreal. Well, yeah, everybody has their own point of view. It's like assholes, But, I try to be, I try to give an educated point of view, from my perspective, as much as I've, learned on anything. I definitely try not to mislead anybody, because I believe there's channels out there that are totally, giving the Mandela effect community a bad name because they're just totally making stuff up, man. Totally. I mean, I ain't gonna say any names, but it's just unreal. And then the other ones are trying to make money off of it by uh, just doing a bunch of other shit that don't have anything to do with the Mandela effect at all. And that's great. Make your money, but don't make it off the backs of people that are truly having a freaking hard time in this new place we've found ourselves in. That we have discovered that everything that we held dear to our hearts, all of our memories, everything that shaped us as a human being has been taken away, has been chipped away. What's left after they take everything that shaped me? All my memories that they've taken away. What's left then? So, that's my point. Right. Oh yeah. There's one really really bad one. I ain't even gonna get into that. I know two that are really bad about copying other people's work. And I'm as guilty as anyone for pulling images off of Google and Bing and places like that. But I don't know where else you get them except off the internet. I can go to the maybe to the daggone library. We do have two or three really close, but that'd be a lot more work. But at least I know the quantum computer couldn't be editing anything, or maybe they could be. Who knows? I really don't know. That's one of the ones that really really gets to me. I think would probably be the worst thing that could possibly be what's going on is that we're in a matrix or something. That would be awful. Awful. I don't want to be in freaking matrix. I don't care how bad the earth is. If I'm in one, let me out, please. I do not give my consent. Still here, guys. Damn. I had to try. Never tried before. But, that's probably the one that really bothers me the most. I'd rather deal with a parallel universe or, even the end of days. I really would than be in a matrix. And take me back to my real earth. I ain't gonna say I hate this place. I don't really like the word hate. It's used a lot, even when people don't hate. They just kind of use that word. But man, I really, really don't like this dark, distracted universe I find myself in. It's just awful. I mean, I guess we could be in a lucid dream, Van Rose. I've had some lucid dreams that were, hell, I mean, anybody would have thought they were real. And they're usually nightmares, really, which were followed by sleep paralysis. Which, if anybody has ever had that, I've had it probably well over 100 times in my life. It's really scary. It's definitely not any fun. But I haven't been having it here lately, so I guess that's one good thing so far. Heavenly Father is all I have in my life. Yeah, JW, I understand, man. I've always been spiritual. I pray every night, and like I said, I'm not on here to push religion on anybody, but my prayers have a lot more meaning now, and I pray a lot more. I was always sort of a lukewarm Christian, and I didn't want to not be a believer and die and go to hell. Now, I just know there's something. Even if we're in a simulation, there's still a spirit there. So, I'm definitely more spiritual now. Oh, you did, Van Rose? Or Vanny Rose? I don't know. It's awful. Yeah, mine was usually I would, fall asleep, of course, and then I would wake up after a really bad nightmare, and I'd always be on my back. It'd be around 3 to 3:30 in the morning, and yeah, I couldn't move. It felt like my whole body was being suppressed, and by something. The only thing I could move literally was my eyeballs, and it is terrifying. It's probably one of the worst things that's ever happened to me, because you have no control over it. It definitely ain't no fun, guys. So I don't wish that on anybody. Poppy M, thank you for subscribing. You got me off that number I didn't want to be on. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm gonna try to, talk to y'all as much as I can, and because it's the only time I feel normal. I mean, gosh. Life's hard when nobody knows what's going on, guys. I mean, and they're just so distracted and sucked up and drawn in to this place that some of them ain't wakeable. But like I said before, I really believe that millions of people are wakeable. It's just a matter of getting it out there, and that's what we have to do now, is just keep on working hard as we can to get it out there, get it out there, get it out there. If you get on YouTube, you're going to see a Mandela effect video. I think that's what Scott and them are doing, because whenever I flip my YouTube on, of course, I've subscribed to like 100 people, but when I click it on and I'm signed out, I can usually still find one somewhere. We want people to be able to, I do. I want people, when they click their YouTube on, they're going to find a Mandela effect video somewhere. And maybe you wake up enough people, this will hit mainstream media, and we'll find out what the hell's going on. Or at least we'll be lied to. Either way, we'll be acknowledged. Come on. This is not a conspiracy. It is a phenomena. Okay? There's too many people. And we're not having different memories. We're having the same memories, okay? It's not like, 14 people remember a different color cat than, the cat. I remember the cat's gray. Oh, I remember the cat's black. I remember the cat's green. I remember the cat's yellow. No, we all remember the cat's black. And it's actually yellow. And that's the best analogy I can give. So, to me, that tells me that this is not a conspiracy. It's definitely a phenomenon. Okay. Oh, let's see. I agree. Put the info out far and wide and make this thing blow up. And yeah, totally agree, because like I was saying, there is an end game to this. I really don't think it's naturally happening. I just don't. Because surely to God, we're not the only enlightened people in history. It just don't add up for me. I think that, I really think, that the people that even say that they can remember effects back as far as the 80s, who's to say that, that it ain't an updated memory, that maybe it wasn't once like that. But now that they, their memories have been updated and they can remember stuff from the 80s now that changed. Because the more I've thought about it, hey, I know at least from 2012 there were changes right then, but I didn't know what they were. I didn't know. I thought, well, I'm just remembering that wrong, and I didn't even really think about it, or, oh, well, that's spelled different. I thought that was, Home Depot, not the Home Depot. Oh, I wonder why they added the "the" on there. They could have saved a lot of money by not putting the on all them buildings. But, just little stuff like that. Okay. Anybody have anything they want to ask me, or anything they would want to talk about? As long as it's got to do with the effect in some, shape or form, I'll be more than willing to address it and talk about it. Nothing. Nothing! As I can see it. Yeah, it really could. I don't claim to have the answers, but I think there's I think there's somebody over all this, and at the very least, there is people that know what the hell's going on, and what it has to be something big, or they wouldn't be keeping it away from people. I mean, I don't think. Surely to God, they have enough faith in us to realize that we could handle it. Well, some of us could handle it, and the ones that can't handle it, they got the Walmart FEMA camp round them up. I mean, I think that might be where we're headed. Who knows? With the way it's going, so we better band together, or be put your head in the guillotine, one or the other. So, but I ain't up here preaching fire and brimstone and trying to scare people. It was pretty rough at first. Yeah, it was, man. I'm telling you, I literally thought I might have a heart attack. Because I kind of thought this kid was on here lying on on YouTube. Whenever my niece showed it to me, I was like, well, that can't be. I know what this movie quote was. I know what that was, and I know South America ain't 1,200 miles that way. I just didn't believe it, so I started checking it out, and the more I checked it out, I mean, I just started getting more and more flipped out. And, I don't know how anybody can even disprove it. I don't know how anybody that has any type of memory at all cannot see at least one thing that's just so off that it should make you go, what the fuck? I mean, it really should. Sorry, guys. I mean, so, I don't know. I ain't figured that one out yet. But, yeah, man, like I was saying, last night I had that, I mean, I just can't get off the subject. I had a thought, and, it went on for a while, and it was like something I wanted to talk about so bad, and, like I said, poof, it was gone. I mean, gone. I'd never heard anybody else even talk about it. I don't know where it went. It really blows me away, man. I was just laying there thinking, and the last thing I thought about was, maybe I should get up and, get up and write it down. That's the last thing I thought, and then it was gone. Gone, gone, gone. Never to return, I guess. I've been thinking about it a lot today, too. If it ever returns, I will address what it was, because it was important. Poppy, yeah, I'm trying not to cuss much, and, I'm just trying to do right. I'm trying to be a positive person, trying to send out good vibes, but, it's kind of hard right now. It's been hard since I figured out that they're screwing me on all my memories. The things that made me who I am, since they're taking it all away from me. And I hadn't even done anything to them. I don't think. Have y'all? But, I mean, hey, I'm so much easier going about it now, than I was. And I don't know about y'all, but, I have, some of them I have dual memories on. I have my anchor memory, which I know is the correct memory, okay? And then I have another memory. And it's like just as, as real and detailed as the other one. I've never had that in my life until I started checking into this, and I don't know. Does anybody else have that problem? Or, I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a problem. It's just strangeness, man. Really, really weird. Okay, Gemma. I don't know that I buy into the reptilian idea, just to be honest about it. You know, I like some of the conspiracy stuff. I'm not real big on it. Uh, the reptilian, I'm not saying that there ain't maybe another species on Earth or something like that, because I hadn't checked into it, and I hate to speak on something I don't know, but it seems kind of far-fetched to me. I really don't know, though. Yeah, JW, I hear you. Man, I mean, me and my dad run a construction business. If anybody knows how, us construction workers are, we cuss a lot, and, we like to joke around. But, they've all seen a difference in me. They've been asking me, what's wrong with me? Well, there ain't nothing wrong with me. What's wrong with y'all? That's what I want to ask them. What's wrong with you? Why, I mean, why don't, when I tell y'all something and I trick you into, agreeing to an effect, don't they just go want to check it out after that? Check into it. I just don't get it, man. Are you being serious, Scott? Because I'll have to, you know, I'll take your word on that if you're being serious. Because I ain't seen the Queen much of my life, except pictures of her. Hail to the Queen! Okay. Well, guys, I really appreciate y'all coming. It's almost been an hour. Time's flying once again today. I mean, every time I get on here, it's like, feels like 10 minutes, and it's an hour. Holy mate, really? Wow. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. I really think that a lot of things that maybe, may have happened in our reality, or whatever you want to call it, may not have happened here, and vice versa. Things that may not have happened there are happening here. And, I think it's, really, I think it's big, real big, and I don't think anybody's put it all together quite yet. I'm waiting, I'm watching, and I'd love to. You're on in about 30 minutes. I'll definitely check you out, Poppy. I got up late today, but I'm feeling a little better. I'll definitely check you out. I'm pretty sure I am subscribed to you. If not, I will subscribe. No kidding! Elon Musk? No kidding! Who is that guy? Where did he come from? I never even heard his damn name before until about a year ago. And now he's like, one of the most important people in the world, and everybody wants to talk to him because he's such a great brain. And who is he? I mean, I know who he is now because I've researched him, but up until about a year ago, Elon Musk was not in my mind. He just didn't exist. He wasn't one of the important billionaires in the U.S. I'll tell you right now, he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it may have been a couple years ago. I hadn't been counting because I wasn't awake at that point. I didn't know. But, I mean, he just came out of nowhere, and now he's like the most important person when it comes to all these simulation questions and stuff like that. It just never was, in mine. Yeah, it's just weird. I think the whole SpaceX thing is bullshit. I hate to put it like that. Maybe in our old reality, when they only went to the moon one time, that was real. But it's just all BS, and it's just all a bunch of crap. And they're sitting back and they're laughing at everybody, and ha ha ha, we got them again. You didn't get me. And I know most of y'all, they didn't get y'all, so laugh all you want. I'm on to you, and I ain't going to stop looking into it. We arrive at different times. It probably was last. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a million theories out there, and I really don't think none of them is quite right. Uh, but it's just everybody has an opinion right now. I know that if this is just a natural phenomenon, let's just say that if it is, either all the governments know about it, or they are researching this to up the bazoo. It's net they're trying to figure it out. But I really don't believe that, guys. I mean, I really believe that somebody knows what's going on and they're doing it. I mean, I do. I don't know about y'all. That's why I started my channel, because I wanted to speak out, and I wanted to get more people to to be able to talk to be able to relate with, and I'm really happy with this community that I found myself in, and I want to thank everybody. When I first came into this 4 months ago, people like Scott and some other people, Photo Helix, a bunch of other people, gave me comfort, because I felt so alone in this universe at that point. But now, I feel much more at home. I still don't feel right here. I don't know that I ever will feel right here. With this white sun and just all the crap I got to deal with every day. It's just so different here, and I'm just trying to fit in, guys. I know y'all are too, and it's just really hard some days. Others remember here, huh? Okay, I'm sort of. Oh, that's that JW. Those are theories that everything outside of us is collective projection. Huh? Yeah, I've actually heard that. Oh, I hadn't researched it a whole lot. I heard Rain on the Plains talking something about the Schumann resonance, so I kind of checked into that briefly, and I'd heard of it, but I didn't know what it meant. It's pretty wild, to think that maybe some type of frequency in the earth could be affecting people. It goes back to the idea that maybe the earth is alive, and maybe everything is alive, literally, to a certain point. Maybe our books are living and breathing. Maybe our earth is literally living and breathing, even the ground. Everything, dirt, all of it. Maybe it's expanding, growing, changing, evolving. Who knows? Like I said, there's a million theories out there, and I haven't really put together a sound enough theory to be able to come on here and tell y'all that I have a theory. Because I hate people that have theories and they don't have nothing to back it up. But so I ain't going to be that guy. But yeah, thank you, Scott. Have a good day, brother. Have a good day. All right. Yeah, I think Scott said it well. It's about it's almost been an hour. There might be somebody going on. I don't want to step on anybody, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here in just a minute. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Steve, hey, I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Steve Robinson and Jim, I'm a Puddle Duck. Neither one of them got a shout out earlier, so there you go. There's your shout out. But Brandon, Sarah says, Brandon, you got something there. You have your faith. Stand on that. I do. I totally do. Like I said, it's literally strengthened my faith. People say that it's destroyed people's faith and stuff like that. No, it's totally done the opposite for me. Completely done the opposite, and I will continue to stand on it. But I'm not here to push that on people either. But I'm going to do some Bible changes videos, and I'm going to talk about it because I truly believe that it could be the Great Delusion. It really could be. So you have to give that serious thought before you decide otherwise. You know, that this could be it, guys. I mean, you have to. If you don't, you're a fool. I mean, really. That's the way I look at it. But anyways, thank y'all guys. It's going on an hour now. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pop in on Poppy. If anybody else is watching right now or watches this, check her show. I guess that'll be around 1 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what time it is for her, but yeah, check her out, guys. And thank y'all. You have a wonderful day. I may come back on later this evening. I don't know. But everybody, God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.